Here's an overview of the widgeted areas of the local Biz Pro theme. This theme supports 8 individual widgeted areas. I'm going to show you those here in this video. If you looked at our default, some of our default screenshots of the demos, you'll have noticed some contact information up here in the top right where I'm moving my cursor currently that shows a phone number and an email address and a link to click here for the mobile site. This area basically we call the header widget area, and you can show any content in this area that you would like. You don't have to show business contact information. A little bit lower on the page, we've created a custom social icon widget that we'll add here in just a second. We've created a custom Aweber widget, and down here we've also created this custom contact widget for the footer. It's output by default in the theme, and I'm going to show you how we add it and how it's updated here in just a second. I'm also going to talk a little bit about the footer areas because many footers only allow you to add one widget basically per column. You see that we have 4 columns here in the footer area. We built ours individually such that you can add multiple widgets in each column. So if you want to have 4 widgets in the first column or 3, etc., you can add as many or as little as you'd like to each one of the 4 columns, and we'll see that here in just a second when we get into the back end. Alright, we are inside the back end of WordPress, and we've gone to Appearance and then Widgets, and you'll see the 8 widgetized areas over here. We have a unique sidebar just for the home page, a unique sidebar for all pages or static pages, a unique sidebar for all post pages or basically the blog, the header widget area, and then like I said, we've broken the footer into 4 separate areas starting from the left. Each column is widgetized and will support multiple widgets. So let's talk about the home page first. You may want to use a sidebar, but you may not want to show certain things. You may not want to show, like on a blog, you may not want to show recent posts or recent comments or things that are more like a blog. If that's the case, you have full control over what you show on the sidebar just for your home page and your home page alone. Whatever you put here will only show up on the home page and won't show up anywhere else. Similarly, you might want to show different content for your pages or different content on your blog posts, your blog and all of the individual posts, and these are controlled here. Again, you can add as many as you'd like and reorder them. The control remains completely up to you, and I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. Go back to the front end and we'll just take a look at the sidebar. At the moment on the home page, we've got a search box. We have recent posts, recent comments, archives, categories. That's showing on the home page. If we visit a static page, go to sample page, you'll see that we have different content. There's the social icons and then just another widget for site navigation, basically just a list of our pages. If we go to the blog, you'll see that we have even different content. A search box, recent posts, recent comments, social icons, etc. Again, like I said just a second ago, you can control individually whatever content is shown across each one of those 3 different sidebar areas. The header widget controls the content that you can show up here in the top right of the header area, and at the moment nothing has been added. If you would like to show contact information for a business, most local businesses will want their phone number and email and potentially a safety link, basically a backup link to their mobile site in case the mobile visitor was not properly redirected. So we've created a custom header widget just for that use. If you just drag the header widget over into the header widget area, you'll see that you can very quickly update the phone number, the email address. You can choose to link the email address such that it will immediately open your client's email program if you'd like. And whatever the URL is to your mobile-friendly website's homepage, you simply put that link there, and then you can use to change this text to display what you want linked. So right now by default it says click here for mobile site, but if you want it to say go mobile or visit our mobile site or anything you'd like, you can link this text to this URL. So I'll just go ahead and save it real quickly, and we'll go refresh and take a look. So right now we have nothing, and in just a second we have a very nicely styled area. It has output, this phone icon and the email icon next to the appropriate content, and we have a link that would point to our mobile site, which would be used if the mobile redirect didn't pick up the particular mobile visitor. So maybe you don't want to show this content. Again, you don't have to show any content there at all, but maybe you want to show content but you don't want to show the header widget. I'll just go ahead and delete it. Maybe you would like to show your social icons up there. We've created a social icon widget. This is again a custom widget that's just part of our theme. I'd recommend that you don't put a title in. By default, it will populate the images that we've provided, but you can link to any images you want. So if you want to link to some other social network, then you're welcome to do so. Just simply upload the image, copy the path to this, and then just put the link that particular icon needs to be linked to. So again, this is just really simple to do. Basically just a copy and paste exercise after you've uploaded your images. And if I save this now, we go back and look at the theme. Instead of the business contact information, we'll now have social icons showing in the header. Again, you can use any widget you'd like in this area, a text widget, anything that will fit basically this particular area, the area that's called out for it. So I'll go ahead and just leave that there for the moment. Yeah, we'll close it. Similarly, if you wanted to show social icons in the sidebar of the home page, which is frequently desired, you would do the exact same thing. You can show multiple widgets on the page if you'd like. It's entirely up to you. I can drag that to the top and click Save, and we will now have social icons. Get back to the right page. We'll now have social icons at the top of the sidebar. If we want to show an Aweber form, just simply find our custom Aweber widget, drag that to your sidebar or footer wherever you'd like, and you can add a title. I'll just put join our newsletter. You can have it say whatever you'd like. The heading text goes above the form field, so whatever your call to action is. You can change the text colors, the background. It's by default gray. Maybe you want to make it a dark red. Just put in the hexadecimal value, which is easy to find online, for the color you'd like to use. You can change the button color, the color of the button after it's hovered over, the submit button text. Just put get it now. Whatever you want it to say, it can say. Simply enter your Aweber list name, your Aweber form ID, the URL path to redirect the visitor after they subscribe, whatever privacy text you want to put in here. And then put in the link to your privacy page. You should have privacy page content somewhere on your website. Many countries require this just to be legal, and it's a good idea to do so. So put your privacy text, whatever this is, and then put the full URL path to your privacy page content and click Save. And that's it. Without having to know any code or having to get into the code of creating a really nice looking form, it's as easy as that. You now have join our newsletter, join today and get a free gift. It will by default ask for name and email. The button says get it now. You'll see that it says your privacy guaranteed. I didn't put in a link, otherwise it would be linked appropriately, but you get the idea. Anyway, that's nope, I guess I got one more, huh? Let's go very quickly over the footer contact widget. So in the fourth column over, it's already there by default. but I'm going to go ahead and add it live so you can just see it real quick. It's the footer contact us widget. We want to put it in footer 4, and you'll see the fields that it outputs. So you probably have a contact page on your website. You just put in the full URL path to it. So yourdomain.com/contact, whatever the page is that goes to your contact page. The name of your business, your address, obviously, your phone number, and of course you don't have to input all this information if you want to skip it. Put in your email if you want the email to be linked. Click that box and then click Save, and you'll see how quickly this is, or how easily this is to update that information. So if we go to the bottom of the footer in the far right column, you'll see we have a contact button. Clicking it will take us to the contact page. You see my business name, you see the address information that's been output, and then also the phone number and email address that I've used. And you'll notice that my mouse becomes active. Basically, this link is active and would open the mail form should I click it. Again, that's entirely up to you. I guess the last thing to show you, I wanted to make this fast, but there's so many options of this theme, is to show you that you can add multiple items to a footer. So in the column to the far left, if we wanted to add, say, let's see here, maybe we want to put the calendar. Posts by date, whatever title you want to give it. And maybe we want to put, I don't know, a search box. Again, you don't have to stop at 2. You can upload multiples. But you'll see now here in this first area, we have multiple widgets. We have a post by date calendar, and we also have the ability to search our site right here in the footer area. And you can add as many or as few as you'd like. And that concludes the widget video overview.